Ever wonder what sets the winners apart from the losers? And what does it really take to be a winner? My name is Federico, and I'm a young, successful entrepreneur passionate about sports, real estate, mindset, and business. If you are just like me, then the Winning Ways podcast is meant for you. Yo, welcome back to Winning Ways with Fred. My name is Federico, and I am your host. Guys, impossible is nothing, part 9. Today's episode is dedicated to gratitude. Got my boy Austin. What's up, dog?
What's up, everyone? Damn, 9 episodes, man. That's
Bro,
wild.
shit's flying by fast, man. How's your Thanksgiving?
It was good, man. It's a special time of the year. Family comes in town. You get to see everyone. You get to see a lot of people that from high school, just around the area. It's it's a special time of the year, man. How about yours?
Man, it was great. I can't complain. It was a little down at the same time, as I mentioned before to you, and that's why we're going to talk about a little bit of gratitude. My grandpa passed away last Sunday. It was a bit of a surreal experience for me because Saturday I had my best friend's wedding. I was the best man, had this whole speech for them. It was beautiful, and then I wake up Sunday to a call saying my grandpa's dead, and it was a week of shit. Like the death always sucks. But in a sense, Thanksgiving came along too, and our family was all together, and it changes your perspective a bit in the sense of like what you appreciate and like what you start seeing little things differently, and you shouldn't be seeing differently. But what do I mean by that? It's like I personally could say that I forgot to really be communicating with my grandpa a bunch at the end, right? Be there for him. I was always talking to him when we spoke, whatever, but I feel like I could have been there more for him. And it's because you get caught up on the day to day and you're not present with what's important. And man, that Thanksgiving really like changed that perspective. It was a lot of gratitude from my family towards my grandpa's life, what he gave to us. But at the same time, it's also one of those points where it's like, fuck, man, like we gotta take this for granted. In a sense, what comes to my head a lot is like, fuck, my grandpa just died. Who's next? Like your dad, your parents. Time's flying by, and we're all caught up in this like day to day working, which I'm part of that too. I believe in grinding, but there's moments where you gotta sit back, analyze, and be gracious for
Take a
what you
couple
have.
deep breaths and
Yeah,
kind of realize that like time's fragile, man. You never know what could happen, and you have to treat every day like it's last, and every moment you have with the same person, the different people, and your loved ones, you gotta just treat them like it's the last, because like you said, you don't know what you got till it's over.
bro, you don't know what you have to. It's over. It's kind of for me, as I mentioned earlier to you, bro. It's my first real death that I feel and it hurt. And it's crazy that that had to happen for me to kind of be like, oh shit, like this is actually real. Like we have a limited time here. The thing is that we're young, right? Relatively. And we don't think of that shit because we're not going through shit like that left and right. We're not getting to this old age just yet. But man, the reality, it could happen to anybody any day. And you got to take advantage of your day and your life.
It's if you don't, you're just gonna wake up one day and be like, what just happened? And it's gonna accumulate. And one day you're gonna wake up and it's the biggest smack in the face. And it's just you gotta show gratitude for the moments in life that you can't ex that when you think of, you can't fathom them. You can't imagine it ever happening to you. But unfortunately, that's the only thing that's guaranteed in this world is death. And it will happen to everyone on
And
this
paying
earth.
fucking taxes.
Ta- Death and taxes are the only two things certain in this world.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to have just one person just have it all wake up to you when someone passes and you're kind of like, okay, like I've been grinding, I've been working my butt off, I've been hanging out with my friends, kind of been watching a lot of sports, doing all this stuff, haven't picked up the phone, called that person, haven't gotten lunch with this person. There's so many other things you can be doing. Not saying that you shouldn't devote your own time to personal growth, to meeting new people, doing things, but you should really take a couple minutes out of your week. Find someone you haven't spoken to, shoot them a quick text, be like, hey, hope all is well. Let's talk soon. And, God forbid something happens, it was something that went out of your way and tried to make it work.
Yeah, man, that's something that I need to work on a lot more. I am not that type of person, the one that goes out and reaches out to people that I haven't spoken to in forever. It's because my personality and our personality, we're go-getters. And it's like, all right, man, we're always focusing on what's next, and not really looking back or stopping to exactly what you're saying, man. Realize that shit, like my grandpa's getting old. Like I should probably reach out to him. And also, man, let's be real. Like your life starts going on. Weekends, now you have a girlfriend, or you have certain commitments that you didn't have before that in a way sometimes can be a little more important than certain things you had in the past. It's a weird situation, man. Like to me, it was yeah, it was surreal. But again, it was something that I feel like it was needed. It woke me up in a lot of ways, and now I'm definitely gonna make certain changes next year to be more on top of talking to my family members, especially the older ones, and being there for them. Because it's like I told you, man, he was healthy as fuck. Walked every day, 2, 3, 4 miles. One day got injured, couldn't walk, got an infection, and didn't get to the hospital in time. The infection took over. He was old and he passed away. Just like that, man. Like it wasn't like he was sick, he was suffering. It wasn't like this was seen that it was coming. It happened. And it's moments like that that you gotta sit again, look back and be happy and practice gratitude for what you have and the life that at least he gave me and the moments with him.
That's what you gotta live on and make the memory proud of that you have with him, make him proud of everything that he taught you. And it's just the unfortunate cycle of life. Like we talked about that. It happens. Sometimes it happens quicker than other things, and sometimes it happens unexpectedly. But at the end of the day, you know how much that the person meant to you. And if that doesn't is a wake up call to reach out to more family members, like you said, that you want to make more aware of time and just keep going out to make make not amends, but make just a lot of great more memories before you can't make any more.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, but let's jump out of the sad story and get into giving, guys.
What
Giving.
was your favorite dish at Thanksgiving? Let's switch it up.
Favorite dish? Like you mean favorite type of food or like cuz I eat it all.
No, like when you walk into Thanksgiving, there's a whole spread, there's a bunch of plates you're making your plate. What's the number one thing you're looking for?
Oh, bro.
Not or number one thing you're looking like excited about.
Bro, I'm gonna have to say my aunt's. It's gonna sound. This is just me being a Hispanic, dude. My aunt's black beans. They're so fire, man. Bro. They are so fire. I'm telling you, man. Like it's great. I love the mac and cheese. I love the salad, the turkey, everything. But these black beans, man, they feel like they were made in Cuba and brought here. Like, dude, I'm telling you, they're phenomenal. Every year, I'm like, wow, this is the best thing, and my whole family's like, what the fuck, man? Like, this is the best thing you think of. But yeah, what's yours?
Let me. I gotta say, probably my mom's mac and cheese.
Yeah,
Not mac and cheese. Her like I wouldn't say she makes a killer sweet potato dish that like
yeah,
I would never eat right like during the year, but like Thanksgiving comes around, I'm like, all right, I'll eat that. Like
yeah,
that's super good.
yeah.
It's like it's a sweet potato dish.
What's your tradition with your family in that sense? Do you guys eat early at like 3 or do you guys eat at
Yeah.
9? Yeah?
No, we get the whole family together. We eat around like 4 o'clock. We watch,
Yeah.
but my dad's a Cowboys fan, so every year the Cowboys game's on, and we watch football and just literally eat all day. And then my dad's signature is he takes the turkey and makes like a ball and turkey soup for like 2 weeks after.
Oh,
It's
really?
like he makes like a bunch of soup. It's
Damn,
crazy.
damn. Yeah, I asked that because I saw on Instagram a couple people like saying that they were gonna eat at like 8 or 9. Dude, if I eat at 8 or 9, that's not a good idea. Like I eat so much that day that I need my space from when I finish eating to when I go to sleep because I'm so full.
Yeah, no, that's literally when you're like walk away from the table and you sit on the couch after the meal. I couldn't do that that late at night. I need like a good like 5, 6 hours of being awake slash sleeping, but like not really asleep to get it going. Like
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I sit back in the sofa, like a reclined one. Like I'm not fully laying down. I'll take my naps. I'm like in and out of sleep, just watching the games. On that note, too, dude, fuck, not the Cowboys, but I had them -10, and stupid ass Daniel Jones decided to take the ball in the last fucking drive with nothing to play for, and fucking covered their spread with 10 points. Dude, I was so pissed off.
It's literally one of those things that I saw. I was like, damn, like unnecessary touchdowns, but made a lot of people angry and a lot of people happy.
Happy, yeah. I was there like, yo, this game is over. This guy's gonna kick the field goal. They're gonna go up by I think 21 points. No, I think 20 or maybe even less. And bro, he misses it. Daniel Jones with a minute, no timeouts. He decides to beat Tom Brady, take it down the fucking field, and score a beautiful touchdown. I was just there like, and I knew it was gonna happen. The moment that guy missed the field goal, I was like, fuck, man, this guy's gonna go in.
Yeah, no, it's that's when you know it's a bad beat because you're just like you see it happening and you're like, oh yeah, it's coming.
Yeah,
Like this is it's going down.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what, man? And I'll say this live to any of my clients or people that bet watching this. I would put a live bet on a future bet on the Dolphins to win it.
Dude, where the Dolphins are sneaky, and I think about it all the time. We beat the Bills. Like, there's
Healthy
a lot
Bills
of
too.
yeah, there's a lot of teams that like we've beaten that I don't know if you put us in the playoffs. I mean, and like put us in the playoffs and put us a bunch any team. I think we got our number against any team in that right now in the NFL because not every team can cover a Waddle and Hill, and Tua's not a bust. So between them three, it's getting done.
Who was balling, man? And I think it goes to show you what your leader does to the team. Like when with him with Brian Flores, I've seen like a couple clips of him talking to Tua, and Tua's just there, very like not being himself, kind of like yes sir, we'll do this as you say. McDaniel's on the other hand talks to him like a boy. He's like, yo, listen, like what do you want to do? Like encourages him. You could tell like he's helping him. I mean, it's paying off big time. He's making some fucking throws, and I'm like, listen, I wasn't a Tua believer, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like a bandwagoner fan. I thought he was gonna be the best. I wanted her.
Ditto,
I did.
ditto. I saw initially I was like, all right, Tua, and who's this guy from Oregon? Then I saw Herbert's rookie year. I'm like, why? Like, why did we get this stupid guy that's injury prone, typical Dolphins move? And then this year happens, and then I literally saw him like almost die on the field. I'm like, oh yeah, he's never coming back, this guy
Yeah, yeah,
Tua.
yeah.
And then he comes back, and I'm like, all right, like you're balling. Like maybe it's a good couple of games. Bro, fast forward to now, he's on like a 6 game winning streak, 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Let me ask you this though. Now that you see Tua at his best, would you pick him over Herbert if you had to go back and redo it, or would you still pick Herbert? Say it. You know what you want to
I'll
say,
keep
huh?
Tua.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I like Herbert, but I've got and I wish nothing but the best, but and this is big not saying this about Tua, but I feel like he's gonna be injury prone.
Herbert?
Yeah.
Why?
I just I don't know, man. I just got a feeling his shoulder will give out.
I mean,
I
it could
wanted to get
happen.
him in fantasy, and I was like, nah. Like he always gets hit. His O line's not like the best O line,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
like I'm like, all right, it could happen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll see, man. I think Tua is proving himself. Not to knock on the guy, but bro, come on, man. Like he's making great throws, but you got Tyreek Hill, Waddle, Wilson. Bro, he's got a team and a half. Like he needs if he didn't fucking show up now, then he was a big ass bust. But again, I'm not against him. I'm going to Vegas Thursday. By the time I leave, there will be a future bet on the Dolphins by me. So I'll put my money where my mouth is. Like I don't care, like two or whatever. But bro, that defense is nasty. But talking about football, Thanksgiving, and all that, guys, 40% of the way there. We've raised $4,100 in the last 2.5, 3 weeks now. Last week was pretty slow. I'll take responsibility on that. I didn't really post on it. Again, I had a death in the family and didn't really want to be on social media. Sometimes you really need a fucking break from that, and I needed it. But please share that link. It's actions like that that is going to lead it to grow. Um, Whether you believe it or not, donating $1 or $2 will go a long fucking way. If people see other people donating $1 or $2, they're gonna be more encouraged to do that. The reason people don't do that is because they see 5, 10, and above, right? But if you're embarrassed because it's $1 or $2, you can make it anonymous. Like, don't make it about yourself. Donate time or money, or at least share the link. It'll go a long way. Just to put it into perspective, what we're doing the math right now, each starter pack, which we're gonna give each person, will go for around $8 to $10. So $2 to $3 or $1 is 20, 30% of that pack. So you would be helping immensely just by giving that type of money.
And all that money adds up. At the end of the day, we can't really like force you to do anything, but $2 here, $4 there, um, $4 more right there. That's one kit, and
Yeah.
that's only three people. So, and then you share that link to somebody, just gets the snowball effect and the domino effect rolling of helping this person. I donated, and then we all know it's in modern day times. You just go scrolling, see you donated. You see a bunch of people. It doesn't need to be. It could be 50 cents. It could be $1. It could be $1,000. It could be a penny. At the end of the day, it shows that you donated. You trust us that we're gonna do right by what you donated, and at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for in to help the community and do so well that we can grow this into something bigger next year and the following year, the year after that, and it all helps to all goes towards a good help.
Yeah. Now we will grow that shit, man. I think for it being the first year I was doing it, we've done pretty good so far. And again, at the end of the day we go purchase everything we need to purchase, I will post a receipt with the price of everything paid for. So you guys could see that the money was used for that. Just in case you guys, I don't know why you would doubt, but just in case you guys actually want to see that proof, it's going to be there. I'm going to document all of this thing because the idea, again, is to grow it. So I want to document it. I want to make it nice, and I want to make it creative. I want to make it awesome so we can continue doing it. But we need your help. So please share that. Do it for the holidays. Think about yourself in the holidays. You all want to be with your families. You're thinking about gifts. You're thinking about taking a break. These people are thinking about what they're going to eat next.
And at the same time, that's what's $1, $2 to you. And at the end of the day, we just need anybody to show up to this event to get the most feel that you can understand what this dollar goes to. We're going
Yeah.
to be on the front lines. We're going to be going to get the supplies, making the backpacks, making the kits. And the best part about it all is going to see the smiles on the faces, getting to know the people, getting to know what is the reason why, what do you want to do with your life? What do you need help with? And just the Christmas spirit, it's all about gratitude. Everyone's so fortunate enough to have a roof over their head, a light on in their room, a cell phone, and even a car. Like, if you have those essentials, you're in the top 1% of this world. So if we can make any difference of bringing some of our joy that we're so blessed with to help others, that would mean immensely to us.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. One last note. That's a cool ass jacket, dude. Kind of want one.
Yeah.
That's a dope
Honestly,
jacket.
it's our home team, man.
Yeah. It's a big game tomorrow against Boston, but hopefully we win.
Yeah,
Guys,
we need it.
guys. With that said, I don't have anything to add on. Just want to wish you guys all happy holidays. We'll be back next week, every Friday. But happy holidays. When you're thinking about your family, what you're going to give them, also think about others that are less fortunate. It'll go a long way. It'll help us. It'll help them. And it's for a good cause. Nothing's bad
There's
going to come out of this. Only good.
the only negative that could come out of it is you not getting a McDouble or McChicken that night because you'll lose $1. So if you're not willing to give that up, I get it. All I ask is a share and send it to a couple friends. But if you are willing to give it up, a couple dollars here and there, that would go a long way. And just please keep up the good attitude in life. And you remember, just on one last note, show some gratitude. Go up to someone and say, "Hey, thank you so much for holding the door for me. Let me get it for you." Or just show some respect to this world, because in order to receive respect, you have to give respect. And the world will be a better place if everyone just treated everyone just equal.
Yeah, yeah, man. On that note, I want to also say thank you to everybody that watches and listens to the show and continues to support it, share it, and share the link. It does mean a lot. Since this show is about gratitude, I'm practicing gratitude right there. But on that note, guys, I'll see you guys next week. Austin, dog. See you next week, brother.
Later, guys.